Hello everyone, I'm Asma Iman, currently pursuing Masters in International Marketing and Entrepreneurship from National University of Ireland, Galway. This is my presentation of my final applied marketing project on Decathlon China and its marketing strategy. So let's get into this. The presentation will have a background of the company, then situation analysis in which SWOT analysis, PESTEL, and Porter's 5 forces theory is covered. Moving on to there's a proposed solution to the problem statement given, and then the action plan. Action plan covers the budget and the timescales and other factors that are important when strategy is put in place. Followed by this are the key performance indicator and evaluation section, and then finally the conclusion. Now, the background of the company. Decathlon is a family-owned company that has been in operation since 1976. The firm was formed on the idea that the finest sporting equipment should be available to the greatest number of people. Decathlon's mission is to make sports accessible to the public. They make sure that the items in the shop are readily accessible to the consumer. In 2009, it opened its first store in China. As of 2011, the company had 33 stores throughout China and is gearing up to have a strong online market. With COVID-19 outbreak, Decathlon China has seen a slump in sales in 2020 due to worldwide COVID restrictions. The company is able to do so by owning a large number of sportswear and accessory brands routinely releasing new products. Thanks to brands like Quechua, Domino's, and Kilinji, Decathlon is able to offer a large portfolio of sportswear products in China. 7 years after making its entry onto the Chinese market, Decathlon was boasting an impressive year-on-year sales growth. Online retail is particularly important for the strategy of Decathlon in China, as Chinese consumers are particularly internet savvy and shop online more than in any other country. Next is the problem statement analysis, which is the situational analysis. Online buying was a novel notion when the information technology era began to blossom. As the next great commercial frontier, retailers are increasingly looking to omnichannel sales. Soon they started to realize that their competitors are growing more aggressively, using social media to create brand awareness and online stores to show their presence everywhere. In response, Decathlon China reacted quickly due to its limited social media presence. Traditional marketing techniques like TV and newspaper ads were used by Decathlon to promote its business. A lot of PR activities were conducted by Decathlon with kids to create brand awareness, generate loyalty, and spread positive word of mouth. If omnichannel commerce is to maintain its pace and success in the future, traditional retailers must rationalize their company process and implement an all-encompassing strategy to meet the consumer demand. This approach includes store placement in convenient locations, product quality, amount of brand rivalry, customer service, and personalization. Shoppers nowadays have so many options that they are willing to compare cost, whether they are purchasing in-store or online, to find the best deal. Customers' loyalty can only be acquired and sustained by firms that use a consistent and comprehensive sales strategy. This presentation examines the company from both a micro and macro perspective. Thus, SWOT analysis, PESTEL, and Porter's 5 forces are taken into account. Now, the SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is the most basic and effective tool for forecasting the future. Analysts will utilize this tool to make the most of the chances in order for Decathlon to identify its risk. The following are Decathlon's potential strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. When it comes to strength, strong market position, because of the strong brand identity, a broad client base is assessed. The company also emphasizes on ongoing product innovation, which is very important. Also, the company has a business model of providing safe education, and due to utilization of social media, Decathlon China is gaining ground. When it comes to weaknesses, lack of funding and technological resources have hampered local and global businesses' expansion. They also need staff to work closely to acquire the customers. When it comes to opportunities, they need the increase in the demand of theme parks. A new business model for Decathlon China would involve customers paying for use of its products over time when more funding is available. As artificial intelligence advances, Decathlon China may be better able to forecast consumer demand. In their threats, Consumer confidence is quite likely to fall because of the expanded gig economy. Salary levels have significantly grown as a result of COVID-19 as well. Decathlon faces fierce competition in China from digital marketplaces like Tmall and Anta, which is China's biggest sport goods retailer by market value. Moving on is the Porter's five forces. Industry analysis is necessary to map various sources and identify spaces on how Decathlon can position itself. There appears to be intense competition, like Tmall and Anta, on the domestic and global markets as a result of the expansion of the number of players. When it comes to position and bargaining strength within the value chain, Decathlon China won't be able to maintain better margins, even with higher marketing expenses, if the collaborators have significant negotiating power. This is the pestle analysis. The evaluation of macro-environmental factors is a major emphasis of pestle research. Politically, sport has become increasingly popular around the world during the 20th century as people devote more time to leisure and sport. Governments all around the world are promoting sport to prevent obesity and encourage people to be more active. Economically, Decathlon China's low penetration of online service caused people to shop less after pandemic. The sporting goods industry in China has been affected by COVID-19, including factory production, procurement, transportation, and delivery. When it comes to social factors, women are participating in sports more than ever. And people have also started to pay attention to social signals where sporting items are also expected to be fashionable. Technologically, Decathlon China's product design and development philosophy is strong and innovative. To be competitive, this approach is needed. Innovation and incorporating it into the organization have been vital to its success. When it comes to legal factors, in order to guarantee a safe work environment for customers and employees, health and safety rules are strictly enforced. Decathlon expects its fastest growth in China, but the counterfeit problem poses the greatest threat. Environmentally, Solar Decathlon China was inaugurated in 2030 to encourage the development of green buildings. Clothing and products made for Decathlon are eco-friendly and sustainable. Now is the proposed solution to the problem statement. For better omnichannel experience, customers can browse in-store products, scan them with the Decathlon app, and then add them to their bags to purchase later at home in a different size. Customers can virtually shop at the online store and browse the layout of the store. Utilizing virtual reality is one of the essential technologies for omnichannel merchants. Customers may better understand how a product will seem, fit, or add value to their lives due to the try before you buy aspect of virtual reality. Customers' loyalty can only be acquired and sustained by firms that use a consistent and comprehensive sales strategy. Next is the positioning strategy for the Decathlon China. The company presently has a network of 100 sites across China to achieve this goal. To attract as many consumers as possible, these stores are purposefully positioned. To meet the customer's expectations, it should improve the employees' technical and interpersonal skills. The process of introducing a business to the market is what makes a channel unique. To improve overall product consumption, Decathlon will execute market penetration. Decathlon China is dedicated to keeping costs down, but each brand has its own R&D and IT division. Moving to the action plan, first action would be Decathlon will construct a retail store in the middle of every Chinese city at the initial stage of the plan's execution. Economic activity in the Chinese city center has increased as predicted by Pestle. Since running and paddle sports are two most important hobbies in the region, Decathlon store will specialize in them. A manager, 2 sports salespeople, and 2 cashiers will be on staff to assess customers, and the budget would be approximately 20,400 euros. The timeframe set is to be in March 2023. Action 2 is associating pricing with the customer's perception of the worth of the product or service. Pricing will be determined in line with the customer expectation and request to achieve client satisfaction. Pricing will also remain with the existing pricing range. Action 3 for Decathlon will be the compilation of the pricing list of all its products and services. You might ask for a brochure if clients or suppliers wish to learn about the business's most recent products or promotions. Customers can access the Decathlon website's PDF version of the catalog built in, but in-store visitors must request a physical copy. These catalogs will also offer new Decathlon and Decathlon gym location, pricing, merchandise, services, and other information. It will be spent around 15,000 euros to produce 1,000 units, and this duty will be handled by the Department of Trade, Marketing and Design. Action 3 will be extended for 2 months after it is completed in January or February. Moving on to Action 4, creating a public spot. We would advise the customers that some Decathlon items may only be purchased in store. The new Decathlon store and the new Decathlon gyms will be advertised along with their location, goods and services to help with marketing. Action 4 will spend a total 9,000 euros on social media platforms in China and 8,500 euros to broadcast the 30-second commercials nationwide all over the year. Action 5 is associating pricing with the customer's perceptions of the products or services value. Every business's operation will start with pricing, which is why getting it right is crucial. In order to apply a pricing margin, it is crucial to take into account marketing prices, costs, and how customers view the value of the product. This action plan's budget does not include funding. This choice will be made by those in control, such as the leaders of the marketing and commerce departments and the directors of Decathlon. Action 6 is establishing a fitness center in the central business district of the Chinese city. To capitalize on the favorable association connected with its brand name, Decathlon is building a workout facility named Deca Gym. The structure would have 2 stories. The costs are above 43,200 euros and the annual utility are projected to be 11,500. It will start from January through May 2023 and work will be done on preparation for the grand opening scheduled for June 2023. Next is the evaluation, which will be done by first analyzing sales prior to, during, and 6 months after a marketing campaign has ended. Pay close attention to the long-term response to track any delayed effects. Second, to gauge their level of familiarity with the company, Decathlon would sell surveys to a randomly selected group of people in the target market. Third, progress will be tracked of each goal and activity initiated. Fourth, Decathlon may compare itself to competitors to see whether there are differences in the type, quantity, frequency, or response to similar strategies used by the rivals. Finally, the conclusion. So to conclude, besides expanding its channel of marketing, Decathlon China will utilize a variety of techniques to increase its store. In addition to its physical locations, the company will broaden its research and expand its customer base, which will increase sales and business development. They will see an increase in revenue once proposed solution is implemented. Through the use of marketing mix and positioning strategy, the company will expand its outlet and brands.